expectations for our coaches. Very demanding of our coaches, and expect guys to be held accountable for their positions. And at times when they're not, we address it. But I assure you there is not, whatever report, Amy told me something about that, that's nonsense. Am I worried about losing the locker room? I always am worried about losing the locker room when you're 2-0 whatever we are. But then I see what I saw, and I see the guys play as hard as they possibly can. I challenge our coaches, I challenge our players, and I challenge myself.
For more on the drama unfolding in Jacksonville and beyond, we say hello to CBS senior NFL insider Josina Anderson. Josina, seems like they're talking about everything but football in Jags facilities right now. Coaches are at odds. Urban appears to have lost the locker room, as you heard there, all while the future of your franchise tries to figure out life in the NFL. What's the latest you're hearing about Meyer's uncertain future in Jacksonville?
Well, Joe, first of all, you guys just played that sod from Urban Meyer. And you know what I found very interesting about that sod is that he called it nonsense, but I didn't hear the word calling it inaccurate. I did have an opportunity to speak to a Jaguars source in relation to this NFL.com report in which they detailed tension between Urban Meyer and players and other details of the sort, namely that Marvin Jones had a heated argument with Urban Meyer, had to leave the facility, be coaxed and come back, and also that in a meeting with staff members that he was conveying it where he was the winner and that they are losers, so to speak. And so I asked about this report. First, I was told in regards to the meeting that there was definitely coaches who walked away from that meeting feeling that way and having a feeling of having to defend their resumes. And specifically, it was told to me, you know, after all that has been done and accomplished in this league, we shouldn't have to do that. Everybody is working hard in this building. So certainly getting a sense from talking to the source that there's a feeling of underappreciation, also being undermined. And when I asked for an example of that, they were saying, you know, sometimes that there would be meetings where, you know, you're trying to get a certain message across as far as what you're trying to accomplish with players, and then that being directly undermined or, you know, just contradicted in the meeting. And the source saying that there should be a feeling that when you leave the meetings that everybody's on the same page, and that there was certainly more a sense of that, more alignment was the word that was used at the beginning of the season when, you know, there was a feeling that the team was a little bit more competitive, and definitely not necessarily having that feeling now. I was also told that owner Shad Khan addressed the coaching staff per this league source subsequent to this report from NFL.com, and just trying to convey that he still has confidence in the staff, but also that he has an expectation that things get fixed and that the players be gotten on the same page and be playing together. I was also told that there were no direct assurances delivered in this meeting with respect to the coach's status or any discouragement, rather, also on the same token, but rather that everyone's kind of continuing to work under the same knowledge right now that they are going to continue on unless otherwise noted.
Yeah, it comes down to a fact of how many years of that rookie contract for Trevor Lawrence do you want to assign to Urban Meyer, because there are no underclassmen. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, and I just wanted to add to that, too, because the other thing that I asked that's coming to my mind as I reflect on that conversation was I just asked, you know, the source, what do you think about the tone that Urban Meyer delivers in this press conference? You know, in press conferences when he talks to the media, sometimes he seems very subdued. To me, it comes across, it doesn't feel as enthusiastic or as up sometimes as you see other coaches, you know, have. It doesn't necessarily need to be Rex Ryan or what have you, but, you know, to that notion. And the source replied, yes, it definitely feels weird. So just, you know, conveying the sense that sometimes it doesn't all the way feel from the emotion that he projects. And of course, this is a perception that he's all the way in.
Yeah, no doubt a different day to day from one level to another, and Urban Meyer maybe having little growing pains in that department.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.